Hi guys, it's Ariana. Welcome back to my channel. So for tonight's video, we are doing a Get Unready with me to start off the Dr. Brandt Pore Purifying Cleanser month-long test. So I have not tried this cleanser before. I have used other cleansers from this line, from the Dr. Brandt line, and I really liked their cleansers, but I've never actually tried this one. I got this one in a boxycharm a couple of months ago, and I also ordered a couple of other ones that are the exact same as this from the pop-up box just because they didn't have the particular cleanser that I really liked using, but I do really like this line and Dr. Brandt is really great. So I want to try this out for a month and see what happens and see how my skin reacts to it. So right now my complexion is fairly clear, which has been the result of me using the Glam Glow cleanser, the Gentle Bubble cleanser. I've been really liking that cleanser. I've been using it for the last 2.5 months or so, but I just recently ran out, so I was like, well, I have this in my drawer, so I might as well give it a try. So I'm just gonna quickly take off my makeup and then we can get into doing the demo, the first impression, and then I'm gonna go through a month of me using this cleanser and I will let you guys know at the end of the month and at the end of the video if I liked this cleanser or not. So this is gonna be the first impressions for tonight because I obviously can't give you guys a review on something I've only tried once. Non-drying purifying cleanser that removes makeup, residue, and dead skin while helping to banish sebum and decongest pores. Skin feels fresh and mattified without any drying sensation. It's for oily to combination skin, and it is ophthalmologist tested, dermatologist tested, hypoallergenic, safe for contact lens wearers, which I am, formaldehyde free, paraben free, phthalate free, synthetic fragrance free, mineral oil free. The texture is a gel cream, the consistency is medium, it is synthetic fragrance free, and the results that we are to expect are dissolves impurities, oil residues, and debris to purify your skin, maintain a clear looking complexion, exfoliate dead skin cells, wash away excess sebum for less shine without any drying sensation, clean and purify skin to feel fresh, help minimize the appearance of pores, and refine skin texture over time. So it has the benefits of exfoliating, unclogging, and minimizing your pores, and it is fragrance free, and it retails for 36 USD. So that's probably about 50 something Canadian. So I'll post it actually on the screen what the price is in Canada, but it is a fairly expensive cleanser, so I'm hoping that it actually does something for me. So I have my makeup on still. I just have my CC cream, my blush on, my bronzer on, but my eye makeup obviously has been taken off. So now I have the Pore Purifying Cleanser to try out, and I'm very excited. So it is not been opened. It's just been sitting in my drawer for the last, I don't know, 6 months or so. So let's see. So it does have a little bit of a fragrance, but nothing crazy. Like, it's not a strong fragrance, and it definitely isn't like a synthetic perfume like it says it's free of. It smells like tea tree oil. It has salicylic acid, tea tree oil, and white willow bark. So I'm smelling the tea tree oil. So if you're not a fan of tea tree oil, you might not like the scent of this. I personally don't mind it. It just kind of smells citrusy to me, so I'm okay with it. It's a very light scent. It's nothing too crazy. I do think I prefer the Clean Biotic Chlorophyll Cleanser a little bit more just because the scent of that one really is light and doesn't smell like anything, whereas this one has a little bit of a fragrance to it, which I don't usually like in skincare products, but because it is like a tea tree oil, that's the scent of it, I'm not that disappointed. Like, I knew it said tea tree oil on it, so I knew it would have a little bit of a scent, but it's not a synthetic perfumey scent, which I prefer to not have in my skincare. So let's just go ahead and do the demo, the first impressions, and then I'll give you guys my thoughts. So I would say that the scent of it actually isn't bad when you're using it on your face. It does not have a strong scent at all. I barely smelt it. To me, tea tree oil kind of smells like citrus mixed in with mint, so I don't actually mind the scent of it at all. That's just what it smells like to me. But if you're not a big tea tree oil fan and you don't like the scent of it at all, you might want to try the Clean Biotic Chlorophyll line instead. That one is my absolute favorite and it really doesn't have a scent. So this one so far I would say is okay. My breakout right here is pretty angry, but my skin feels squeaky clean right now. It does feel really clean. It doesn't feel drying. It doesn't feel anything bad at all. I'm not getting any reaction. My skin just feels absolutely normal. I'm not getting any tingly feeling. My skin feels just clean. So it looks clean. I'm hoping that I actually get a result of the minimizing the pores like it says. It says that it does that over time. I don't actually know if that's possible. Either way, my skin feels really nice. I do think that this is going to be a pretty decent cleanser. As long as it doesn't break me out, I will be okay with using it. So I'm obviously going to monitor how my skin reacts overnight, and within the first couple of days I should see if I start to break out or not, because I have very sensitive skin and I have very acne prone skin, so my skin will react sometimes to products like this and I will break out really badly. So if that happens, then I obviously want to continue to use this cleanser. If I have good luck like I have been with this brand, then hopefully I can go through this month-long test and not have any new breakouts and just have clean skin. So I'm going to obviously go through a month with this product and see how my skin reacts to it and see what I like out of this product and what I don't like out of this, and I'll tell you guys at the end of the video. So going through the ingredients, I do see that there is rosemary leaf oil in it, there is citric acid in it, there is glycerin in it, there is tea tree oil in it, there is salicylic acid, and there is willow bark extract in it. I will post the full ingredients on the screen here just so you guys can see some of the ingredients in it, and they're just to make sure there isn't anything in it that you don't particularly want to use. I am smelling the rosemary. It's a pretty strong scent of rosemary and tea tree oil. So again, if you don't like those smells, you won't like this product. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this video for a month and let you guys know what my thoughts are at the end. So this is just a first impressions month-long test just to see how my skin reacts to it. I'm obviously not a dermatologist. I'm obviously not a skincare specialist. I just wanted to try this out and give you guys my personal opinion and first impressions on how it works on my skin. So keep in mind a little disclaimer here. What happens in this video with how it works on my skin isn't necessarily what's going to happen on your skin. We all have different skin needs, so if I don't end up liking this product, doesn't mean you won't. So just keep that in mind. This is just a video on how it's going to react with my very sensitive skin. So please keep that in mind. Don't get mad at me in the comments if I don't end up liking a product that you absolutely love. Just because I don't like something doesn't mean that you won't. It is the 27th of January today, so I will come back on February 27th and let you guys know what my results were, and yeah, I will take a photo tonight of my skin, and then I will take a photo at the end of the month, and you guys can let me know if you see any crucial differences, if you see that my pores are smaller, if you guys see that my skin has broken out more. Let me know in the comments down below what the differences are from the first night using it versus a month into using it, because obviously I see my skin every single day, so I won't necessarily see the same changes that you guys see. So let me know in the comments down below if you guys see anything crazy happening. But I'm gonna take the photo now and I will see you guys in a month. So I've been using this for a little bit longer than I originally said I was going to. I originally said I was just going to be using it for a month, but I ended up going a little bit longer. I'll post the exact date on the screen that I started and when I finished, and today is the 22nd of March, so I went a lot longer than I originally had planned. So I do think this cleanser worked pretty well for my skin. It worked really good for like my face. My face cleared up really well. I only have a couple breakouts now. There's one right here and just a few on my chin here, but those are basically just hormonal breakouts. When I first started this cleanser though, I will post a photo on the screen here. You guys can see that I really had a lot of breakouts on my forehead, and I overall just had a lot of acne going on during the time that I started this. So my face did clear up and it stayed pretty clear throughout the entire time that I used this. So I would say that if you have acne or hormonal acne similar to me, this may be a really good cleanser for you. So there are a few cons with this cleanser that I want to point out. So at the beginning of the video, I did say that I did have a light fragrance and I didn't really mind it, but I'm not the biggest fan of tea tree oil and I really just don't like the scent of it. And honestly, it's just not my favorite scent. I prefer cleansers that don't smell like this. So if you don't like tea tree oil similar to me, you may not like this cleanser just because it does smell like tea tree oil and I just don't like the smell of it. Another thing is it's supposed to be a non-drying cleanser, so it's not supposed to dry out your skin. It really dried out my skin. So my hands especially, you guys can see, are so incredibly dry, and that's from using this cleanser. My hands are never this dry when I don't use a product like this. So when I wasn't using this product, my hands were not dry like this at all. This is the only product that I have been using regularly that has changed in my routine, and obviously I use it on my hands and wash my face, and my hands are so dry. They're so incredibly irritated, and like you can just see, like they're incredibly freaking dry, and I cannot stand it. I hate the feeling of my hands. I put moisturizer on my hands constantly and my skin just soaks it up and it just stays dry. It's awful. That is like the biggest con that I have with this cleanser. I cannot stand how dry it makes my skin. My face isn't as dry as my hands, but my skin is a little bit drier than normal, which may help with people who have really, really oily skin, because this is a cleanser for oily skin. It's a Pores No More Purifying Cleanser, oily combination skin. I do have combination skin, so that's why I thought this cleanser would be great for me. But like I said, it made my skin so freaking dry that I'm probably not gonna repurchase it. There are other cleansers on the market that cleared up my skin very similar to this that did not make my hands dry or irritated. Another con that I do have with it that I want to point out is I really don't like the style of bottle that it comes in. I do have cleansers that are very similar to this that I haven't had an issue with, but this cleanser in particular, the cap kept breaking. So I did have 3 of these, and I did have to keep changing out the cap to a new one constantly because the caps kept breaking and water would get inside them, and then the cleanser would basically be useless. The very first cleanser that I started using when I started this video, more or less became useless after about 2 weeks because in the shower it must have fallen into the tub or something and a whole bunch of water got inside it because it didn't seal properly like the cap didn't, and it made the cleanser useless. And then the second one that I used, again, the cap broke again, so I had to switch it out for one of the other caps, and now I have this one left, and I have not opened this cleanser yet just because I'm not too sure if I'm going to use it or if I'm just going to give it away, just because it wasn't my favorite. So I would say that the caps breaking constantly and kind of ruining the cleanser was a big pain in the ass for me, and honestly, this cleanser just wasn't my favorite. It made my hands feel awful. It made my skin look fine, and it made my acne clear up really, really quickly, and it stayed cleared up. But I would say there's other cleansers on the market that make my skin actually feel like moisturized and soft and clear up my acne as well. The Glam Glow cleanser is one of them, the Gentle Bubble. That one is one of my absolute favorite cleansers, and it clears up my skin and it does not make my skin super dry. So I'm probably gonna switch back to that cleanser just because this one really, really bothered my skin. So those are the 3 cons that I have with this cleanser. I wouldn't say that I would repurchase it just because I just didn't like the cons. The cons were pretty big to me and it was really annoying, so I just don't think I'm going to repurchase this cleanser. If you do have extremely oily skin, this may be a really good cleanser for you, but for me, having kind of dry to combination skin, because it's like a combo formula, I figured it would work, but it really just didn't. So this is supposed to be a pore purifying cleanser, and I would say that it really did help with my acne, so that's really great. Other than that though, there's other cleansers on the market that worked just as well as this one and didn't have any of the cons that I pointed out in this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for checking in with me. I know I went with this video a little bit longer than I originally had planned, but I did want to test it out and finish up the cleanser, and I finished it up this morning. So that's why I just decided to pop on here and give you guys my final thoughts on it. But I would say that I honestly just didn't love the cleanser. I'm probably not going to repurchase it. It did make my skin look nice, but there's other cleansers on the market that can do the exact same thing. So I'm not going to repurchase it, and also it's a very expensive product. They're just too expensive for me. So I'm going to switch back to the Glam Glow cleanser just because that one is more affordable and it does the exact same thing for my complexion, and I really like it because it clears up my acne, and that is like my main thing. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below for more content like this. Please like this video because I'm having an issue with YouTube and my likes. For some reason, my likes keep disappearing. So please give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. And let me know in the comments down below if there's any other cleansers you would like me to try. I definitely always try new things. So if you guys are interested in a product and you have not tried it out for yourself yet and you want me to try it out, please let me know in the comments down below and I will go and pick it up and hopefully try it for you guys. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys at the next video. Bye.